Notes 7. Logicians thinking about reasoning. The sign outside a barber shop, the paradox of the village barber, is discussed in many books. See Queen 1966, Racer 2001, and Sorensen 2003 for example. Here is how Russell himself described Russell 1919. This was Russell's more popular exposition of his ideas in logic. For completeness, I should note, Brouwer's intuitionist program is summarized thusly by Franz Text 1998. An excellent popular exposition is by Barrow 1992. The debate between formalism and intuitionism is popularly described in Hellman 2006. The meaning of a mathematical statement. Dummett adds that an individual cannot communicate what he cannot be observed to communicate if an individual associated with a mathematical symbol or formula some mental content. When the association did not lie in the use he made of the symbol or formula, then he could not convey that content by means of the symbol or formula. For his audience would be unaware of the association and would have no means of becoming aware of it. Dummett 1978. Logic dealt with the relationships. An extremely accessible introduction to logic can be found in Bennett 2004. More technical but brilliant is Queen 1982. A nice summary of the history of logic by Czeslaw Lejewski appears in the Encyclopedia Britannica 15th edition. De Morgan was an incredibly prolific, a concise but insightful description of his life and work is given in Award 1996, recounted in the Mathematical Analysis of Logic, Paul 1847. George Paul was born for a full-length biography, C. McHale 1985. The descent of the following treatise, Ball 1854. In spite of the soundness of Ball's conclusion, Ball concluded that when it comes to the belief in God's existence, the faith-based non-logical feeble steps comes to the belief of God's existence. The faith-based non-logical feeble steps of understanding limited in its faculties and its materials of knowledge are of more avail than the ambitious attempt to arrive at a certainty unattainable on the ground of natural religion. Frege managed to publish his first revolutionary work, Frege 1897, Frege 1879. His is one of the most popular works in the history of logic. It is Basic Laws of Arithmetic, Frege 1893, 1903. Frege's logical axioms generally. For a general discussion of Frege's ideas and formalism, see Resnick 1980, Demopoulos and Clark 2005, Zalta 2005 and 2007, and Boulos 1985. For an excellent general discussion of mathematical logic, see the Long 1970. He then went on to define the natural numbers, Frege 1884. All of those cases that are not members, Russell's paradox and its implications and possible remedies are discussed. For instance, in Boulos 1999, Clark 2002, Sainsbury 1988, and Irvin 2003. The landmark three-volume Principia Mathematica, White and Russell 1910. For a popular but illuminating description of Principia's contents, see Russell's 1990. In the Principia, Russell and Whitehead for the interaction between Russell's and Frege's ideas. See Binet 2003 for Russell's logicism. See Saviro 2000 and Godwin and Irvin 2003. Russell proposed a theory of types. An excellent discussion can be found in Urkan 2003. Russell's theory of types was filled. A theory of types has indeed fallen out of favor with most mathematicians. However, a similar construct have spawned new applications in computer programming. See Mitchell 1990, for example. The German mathematician Mello C. Award 1996 for description of his contributions. Mello's scheme was further augmented. Translations of the original papers by Mello, Frankel, and logician Thoralf Skolem can be found in Van Heyen Note 1967. For a relatively gentle introduction to search and the Zemel of Frankel axioms, see Devlin 1993. The axiom of choice states. A very detailed discussion of the axiom can be found in Moore 1982, known as the continuum hypothesis. Cantor devised a method to compare the cardinality of infinite sets. In particular, he proved that the cardinality of the set of real numbers is larger than the cardinality of the set of the integers. He then formulated the continuum hypothesis, which stated that there is no set with a cardinality that is tightly between those of the integers of the real numbers. But W. Hilbert posed his famous problems in mathematics in 1000 and 1900. The question of whether the continuum hypothesis held true was his problem. For relativity recent discussion of this problem, see within 2001 AB by the American mathematician Paul Cohen. He described his work in Cohen 1966. Mathematical problem consisted simply of a collection. A good description of the Hilbert program can be found in circa 1988. An excellent updated review of the philosophy of mathematics and a clear summary of the tensions among logicism, formalism, and intuitionism are presented in Livio 2000. My investigations in the new groundbreaking. Hilbert delivered this lecture in Leipzig in September 1922. The text can be found in Award 1996. To his formalist followers, for a good discussion on formalism, see the left Sen 2005. Considered by some to be the greatest, Armand presented a wonderful biography, Moore 1990. If I am unclear about the matter in Weisman 1979. Kurt Gödel was born. A recent biography is Goldstein 2005. The standard biography has been Dawson 1997. He publishes Incompleteness Theorems, excellent books on Gödel's theorems, their meaning, and their connection with other branches of knowledge include Hofstadter 1979, Nagel and Newman 1959, and Franzen 2005. But despite the remoteness, Gödel 1947, Gödel the man was very with a comprehensive description of Gödel's philosophical views and how he related philosophical ideas to the foundation of mathematics can be found in Wang 1996. It was in 1946 that Gödel, Morgenstern 1971. Now, all that existed was incomplete. This is clearly a huge oversimplification, allowed only in a popular text. In fact, serious attempts in logicism continue even today. This typically assumes that many mathematical truths are knowable a priori. See Wright 1997 and Tennant 1997, for example.